Going to be going over my new single, the solo to it, Dear Preacher Man. All right, I hope you've had some time to listen to it. It's been about a couple weeks since I released it, and I'm really excited. I've been wanting to do this live stream or video for a while now, and I'm going to show you how to play that solo, but also I need to create some tabs for it. So we're going to go behind the scenes, and you can see me do some tab creation for that as well. But anyway, I'll show you how to play it. If you want to check it out, you can actually listen to the single in the description area below. That is there, so you can actually listen to the single and then go about halfway into it and be able to see what the solo sounds like. Okay, so I'm going to have this available so I can actually see what's going on. All right, so I'm going to take and kind of listen to the guitar a little bit for this. Then have this. This is in the key of D. And I found out later on after I recorded it, it needs to be a little bit louder, okay? I mean, not louder, but it needs to be a little bit higher in key for this to work for me. So I've actually switched it over to D sharp. Dear Preacher Man. Okay, so let me go to the actual solo here, and that way I can see what's going on. Go to the solo. Starts at about 133. Okay, so the first little part. So we're going to start there. And what I'm doing with this solo is I'm trying to mimic the melody of the vocals. Dear Preacher Man. Okay. With just some subtle nuances there. It's not dear preacher man. It's a little different. It kind of mimics it, but it's a little bit more, it has its own sound. It's unique in that sense. I want to kind of reinforce it, but I wanted to make it its own thing. Okay, so with this solo, we're going to start with that. Okay, so a lot of those little trills and those little, grace notes kind of things. Love that kind of stuff. Just a really quick slide. It's not a hammer-on. Could be, but to me, I like the sound of that fast slide a little bit more. It's a little bit more subtle and has a little more character. I don't remember if I did that with my first finger or my middle finger. Probably more like my middle finger. And then I would lead with my ring finger here. A lot of vibrato, love vibrato. Any guitarist worth his salt develops their vibrato to have a good sound, and you definitely want to do that, okay? So, got that vibrato here again. Dear Preacher Man, would you care to pray for me? So it kind of mimics the vocals. Okay, then we're gonna, I've got so many troubles. It's just dancing around a little bit of that, just hinting at it. Okay, so once again, that second part. Once that again, we're going to do that again. And then we got this little forward and a backwards movement. As far as picking, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing there. It could be two ups here, or it could be an up and a down. I think I'm inclined nowadays to do 2 upstrokes there, but it doesn't allow me to do a downstroke on that last note. And it kind of gets you caught in between the B and the G string. So probably need to train myself a little bit better to do the upstroke and then a downstroke, so that I'll, downstroke. Okay, so that's probably better. That's probably the way I would recommend you doing that. So as far as the chord progression, that's da 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 da. Okay, so it's back to D and G. So that was now there. I'm not sure exactly what I do as far as if that's a pull off here. I don't think it's one of those. I think it's coming from this D. Okay, so I think it's a little bit more legato. It's a little more smooth that way. So let's listen to that part of it. Yeah, I think that is a pull off actually. See, oh no, wait, let me go back. Yeah, that's definitely a pull off. Probably with these 2 fingers. Okay, so once again, let's do it from the top. Let's do this with a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 4, 1. 4, 1. 3. Da, 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 da. That's the rhythm doing that. That's not the solo. That's a kind of a common theme throughout the whole soloist, or the whole songs. Okay, so that's the kind of the common lick throughout the whole song. Okay, so I think that's a pull off. And then we got the second part. Then it goes da 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 da. And that's just going to be walking up this little shape here that's really common in blues. Okay. And that's just the interval, I do believe, of a sixth, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you was to follow a major scale. And then back down to whatever that is. I'd have to figure that out. I'm not sure. That's probably a 6 too. Anyway, so we're going to go up to, it's kind of like what I call it, like a gap phrase. You got a gap of a G string running through the middle of your 2 fingers. And that's going to be a slide. It's going to start out with a slide. Right there from the 5th to the 7th fret. A little bit of a vibrato there too for character. And that is hybrid picking. So I'm going to slide, pick, and pick with my middle finger here on that D string, or B string. I think, let me listen to it real quick, how exactly I phrase that. Wrong thing here. Yeah, I phrase it like this, to where I go, and that's all hybrid picking. So that's 1, 2, they're picked separately, and then we pick them to the same. And then we kind of stop that, that's a staccato look. Those ring out, we end on that phrase. And that's kind of the same theme as well, is that so it's got that really quick flutter from one fret to the next. It's slide. And then we got this next part, which I really love. It goes real high. It goes, okay, so that's going to be, once again, sliding 5th to 7th on the B. Up on the E, 5th. Hammer that on, 5th to 7th, downstroke. Quick hammer on, and then pull off, another quick hammer on, slide. So the phrasing on that is you're going to pick and then hit the next note. I think that's a hammer on there. Okay, and this is probably my favorite part of the whole solo. I love it. It's just very, I don't know, it's really emotional. I don't know, almost like a longing sound. I think that's a pull off or hammer on too. And this shape I'm looking at, hey Jack, how you doing, buddy? This shape I'm looking at is kind of like this long A shape, all right? And that's just the major scale of that. You got a half step, pinky, and that's on the, let's see, that's on the 9/10th fret. Half, whole, in other words, 1 fret, 2 frets, and then kind of the opposite. 2 frets, 1 fret, and then down here, 1 fret apart. So that's, if I was to number these, it would be 10, 9, 7, 10, 8, 7, 9, 7. And that's the D. Okay. If you're familiar with the caged method, that's actually the G shape that you're going to be using. But I think of it as an A chord because this is the old timers long A. All right. Okay. So that part is, and that upstroke is really accented, and it's kind of staccato. So you hit it and you kill it immediately. Okay, very, I don't want to say groovy, but it's got its own kind of like character. It's kind of dancing around the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's almost syncopated, maybe a little bit, but that's where that's coming from. All right, so let's go to the beginning. That's almost done. We're going to go to the beginning before we finish that out. Okay, so, and I would probably recommend the middle finger here. Yep. Let's see. Once again, that I'm killing that note. Okay, that's both with my picking hand and with this finger. These fingers are kind of going over the string. There's a little buzz here, but that's nice. It's a little character. Okay, so a little vibrato here. And then we got there it is. That's once again emphasizing this. Since I'm here, let's see. Thirds now, the interval of thirds. This was a 6. This is a third. 1, 2, 3. X3 shape. I don't know exactly how that in that last note there. Let me listen to that. A little bit more. There's something else I'm doing there. Oh man, that last little part, what am I doing? Oh, that might be it. That's not exactly the right thing, it's close. Okay, here's the closest I can think of. Remember, it's been a while, a long time since I've actually recorded this song, but it took me a little while to mix it, and that's why it's coming out now. But coming down, we're going to have this. So we're coming all the way down to this A7 sound. And then the last part sounds like this. Now, I can't tell if I actually did that and kind of did those together. I don't think I did because it's a lot of distance there. Of a minor second. And usually that don't sound too good together. But the rhythm guitar is playing in the background, so I'm thinking it's doing something too to make it sound like I'm playing two strings at once when I'm actually going like that, just hitting the first one. Because I want to let go of that. You don't want that to ring it. Maybe it's something like that where I hold this. And then it kind of cancels out that dissonant interval when I hammer onto it. Maybe it's something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But that's kind of how it goes. The hard part is you want to hit this. But you need to hit this note. You need to come back to this. Yeah. So from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, now you may have noticed on this part I do a little slide at the end. That's to get back down here. It actually adds a little bit of character when you can slide off notes. Now here, this once again is the hybrid picking. It's on the D and the G string. You can do the higher pick here, like that, or just do the pick. Okay. Okay, that's tough. That's a little bit, there's a little bit something going on there that I'm not exactly sure what I did. So let's go through the whole solo, I guess up to speed. Let me go back here and find the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Okay, so it's something like that. Now, here's something else I did. You can do that too. You can sustain that high D. If you want, you can kind of leave that pinky there, and just in case you pick it, the B string, and hit that E string, so leave that there. That's probably how I would say to do that. Now this is part of what I discuss in my Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course, is that part of that alternate D shape, which is a Tony Rice thing he uses for a lot of his melody kind of shapes. Especially arpeggios. Okay. Instead of that, he uses that a lot. That's what I recommend. Whenever I'm playing in D, I think of that shape, because that allows me these extra notes up here with that ring finger that I can't get if it's kind of stuck here, okay? And my hand is kind of back here versus shifted forward a little bit. So that is the Dear Preacher Man solo. Please check out the link below to listen to the whole song and try playing along with it. This is some good solo ideas that you can get in the key of D here. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to kind of set the guitar aside for a second. I'm going to have to bring it back up so I can see what my hands are doing. But I'm going to take you behind the scenes as I create the tabs for this live, okay? So if you want to continue watching, by all means do so. This is pretty much the beef of the video. Now you've got the video that you can watch on how I do that. But now we're going to go into Guitar Pro and kind of give you an overview of how I'm going to tab this out. Okay. Now, depending on how difficult this is, because I'm not a very astute music reader, you have to be able to have an understanding of music, reading a little bit music to be able to use Guitar Pro, or you'll be lost. You can't just put tabs on a page and hope that works, because it's a whole timing and rhythmic issue. You've got to be able to read rhythms more so than notes with Guitar Pro, because you can just tab out the right letters and numbers. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open Guitar Pro. Let's go ahead and share my screen with you. And let me check the sound again real quick. Sounds like it's going well. We're going to go to Guitar Pro here, and I'm going to share my screen with you. And we're going to go start a tabs from scratch, okay? Now, I don't have the YouTube video link yet because it's not here. I might still be able to get that, though. Let me go ahead and move this over here so that we can see what's going on, all right? So you should be able to see my screen now, and I'll show you exactly how I set this up. Let me check, what was I going to do? Oh, I want to see if the YouTube video actually has a link yet. If it does, then I can go ahead and link this. It looks like it may have. So that is good. Let me go over here, and you should be able to see this. All right, so I've got some templates here that I use for Bluegrass guitar and for YouTube videos and things like that. We're going to start with my YouTube tab template, all right? So basically this is just set up, the style sheet is set up a certain way so that I can really get right into what I'm doing really quick. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I also need to know what tempo this song is in. So let me go into Reaper, which is the program I use to mix this song. I don't know if I've got the tempo set for that. I've got it set at 70 BPM, but I don't think that's right. So that's definitely not right. Let me go ahead and I'll just leave that open, the Reaper open, so I can access it when I need to. Okay, yeah, this is Dear Preacher Man. We go to solo section here. This is not, oh, it's 150 is what it says. So let's try that. Let's check out 150. That should be 150. Okay, we're going to set that. We're going to change this title here. And the YouTube video title is the same as the live stream title. So let me find the live stream, which is called, let me go ahead and edit it. There we go, Dear Preacher Man. Oh, this is kind of difficult. All right, this is the title. So I'm just going to say Dear Preacher Man Solo Lesson. We don't need the and Tablature session. And I don't really need that. Okay, so we're just going to call it there. The video link should be, I'm going to use a program that I like to use called Clip Menu for Mac. It saves all my previous clipboard things that I can always go back to over the last 30 or so pastes, and all these responses that I can clip into there as well. So I just copy the YouTube video, and we're going to paste it in here, and Control V, pastes it, okay? So just to make sure, let me check my YouTube and double check to make sure that that is indeed the last NNNU. Okay, we're going to try that. NNNU, there you go. Okay, so that's what we're going to need. BluegrassGuitarEssentials.com is what my main brand is for my bluegrass stuff, so that's going to stay the same. Eric Beatty, I'm the author of this. Copyright, the transcription is going to be 2020, Bluegrass Guitar Essentials. All that should be fine. It's in 4/4 time, so I'm good there. Now I need to change the key, which for this program I think is Command K. The key is in D major. Okay, so now we should have everything we need. I've got an acoustic guitar sound already set up. The track is acoustic guitar, steel guitar here is what we have for the sounds. All right, so I need to figure out how this comes in. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and. Ba-da-da-da-da. So it's on the and. So I'm going to have a rest here of an 8th note. Just type that in, and then so let's say ba-da. That's an open D string. Ba-da. Actually, that's an A. 2 to 4. That's going to be a slide, and that may be a 16th. Ba-dum, and that's going to be held out. An 8th note maybe. Ba-dum, ba-dum, da-da-da. Let's see. Da-da. Probably a dotted note there. Da-da. That's 3. Slide. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 2.5, so that's going to be a dotted a quarter, I think. Oops. Let's see what that sounds like. Metronome, count in, metronome. I want both of those. All right. That needs to be a little longer. So that needs to be probably, I don't know if it needs to be a whole note or not. Maybe that needs to be longer. Nope, that's right. I'm going to go this one needs to be longer. So let's up that to a whole quarter note. There we go. Okay, so that's just the first part. Let's save that as Dear Preacher Man Solo Lesson. Copy. Save it. I'm going to put it in my actual Guitar Pro files. Right now it's in miscellaneous. So we'll just do that. That's where we're going to save it. Da, 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 1, 2, 3, da, da. That's probably going to be a, oops. This should be a whole note. with that. So with me, like I said, I'm not very good at reading music, so I can't really look at that very well and count what needs to be, you know, how many of that is 4 beats. I have to sit here and go, okay, well, we got an eighth and eighth, that's 1. We got 2 for a quarter, 3, 4. Right now I'm already over my 4 beats. So what I have to do is count that in my head. So 1, 3, 4, 1, ba, 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. So this should be on another bar. So I'm going to cut that, move it over, put it on the bar. So this is still not exactly right. So this might need to be, let's see, 3, 4, 1, da da, 2, 3, 4, 1, ba da da, ba da, 2, 3, 4, 1, da da, 1 and da 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 da. 4, 1, ba da, 1 da 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 da. I think that is actually maybe on the same bar actually. So let's go back here. Actually, what we're going to do, that's probably going to be an 8th note. And what I'll do is tie it. Yes, looks like that's right. So we're going to tie that to another note to make it that long. Okay, so we need to do that. Excuse me for that. Sorry about that. All right, let's see if this works. That may work. 1, 2, 3, did it. Let's see. Let's go back to 8th. Boom. That's a hammer. Dun, dun. And this is kind of a grace note. I don't know if I'll do it a grace note or not, but I'm going to put it at 16th because it happens quick. And it looks like these are going to happen quicker than what I thought. This is probably going to be shorter. Let's turn it up a little so you can hear it without me feeding back. That's not good. Okay. Put in. There probably should be a rest right in here. And this should be a 16th. Take that count off here. So this should be a little bit longer maybe. Let's try a dot. Nope. Maybe that needs to be quarter and an 1/8, which is what that is. Oh, it still needs to be longer. So here's where I kind of got to troubleshoot. I got to say what's going to give me a longer note, but not too long of a note, not too short of a note. Things like that. So, okay. 1, 2. It still needs to be probably a half note. Or, man, that's tough to find out. Maybe it's two. Maybe it's 2 quarter notes. Let me go insert a beat here. Maybe that's it. There we go. Nope. That may be because the rest of this isn't falling either, because it sounds the same. 1, 2, 3. And, so that's going to be 1, 2. This still needs to be 2. So 1, 2. And this doesn't need to be a dot. This needs to be an eighth note here. That's got to be an eighth note. And I think so. There it is. 1, 2, 3. And that's probably needs to be a grace note. So let's just make that a grace note. Yeah. Go ahead and get rid of that. Oops. And this is going to be kind of subtle. It looks like, okay, that pans out. Nope. This is another grace. This is probably an eighth. Dun. 5, 4. That's all hammer-ons. Let's see if that works. No. This needs to be tied. Yeah, oops. Ba-da-dum. Ooh, there we go. That's an eighth. Ba-da-da. Dun, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, da 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 da. That's probably another bar. Oh, that's gonna be tied. And that's probably another dot. Maybe not. Okay. That stays. This goes here. That's not a grace. Make that a quarter note. Make that a dotted quarter. Here's where we get kind of weird. This is okay, but I don't know exactly how to fill this out, so I'm going to go to the tools and do complete bars with rests. And there we go. So I need to make this an 1/8 dotted. And I can remove that. And that doesn't work. Oh, that's an 1/8. Okay, so this should be a 1/4 then. There we go. Now we can save it. So actually, this needs to be an 1/8 because this comes in quicker, and that can be an 1/8 and extend over here to whatever it needs to be. So I need to tie that. 2, 3. It looks like it extends the same amount as this right here does, so I'm going to make that match. Another, let's see, 1/8 note. And that's going to tie into that. Yes. Da, da, da. Once again, that's a 2, but maybe it's. Oops. That's going to be. I think that's staccato, so we're going to put that there. That doesn't sound right. This is wrist. Okay. Should that be a whole note? Nope, something's off there. That's 4, and this should be, okay, so that's, once again, it looks like I'm having to tie a lot of these over. I'm not sure if I'm actually tabbing that right or not, but it works, okay? So in that case, once again, we're going to tie those two together. Let's start from the top. I'm surprised, I apologize if you guys can't hear this. I can't figure out how to make it work on the stream. It's very frustrating. I've got a new audio interface and it's not wanting to cooperate very well. So anyway, let's see if we can get some of this to sound for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. I can hear myself coming out of the speakers when I do this, so I'm going to turn it back down. And if I do it in the headphones, it mutes the output, so I can't really, that doesn't really help either. One, two, bottom. So this should be 2. Oops. That's a grace. Oops. There. Hey, looks like it's going to be the same deal again. Insert a beat. May not need that beat after all. Let's see if that's actually a ghost note on that song or not. Actually, yeah, I need the wrong thing here. I need to go back to Reaper. Wrong one. Here we go. Here's the solo. Da-da. Yep, that's there. Might not be a grace note. We'll put it as a 16th. Okay, complete the bars. That didn't seem to work there. Complete. Okay, I have to figure that out myself. So we got, first of all, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 here, so that's not going to work. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These may go down here, or 1, 2, 3, maybe they can go here as an 8th note. Nope, 16th here, 16th there, tied in with this here. So once again here, here. There's really no way I can make that work as is without tying 2 notes at the same time, which I don't like to do. Tie here and then tie again. I'd rather make this the duration, but you can't have a whole note or half note here. A dotted half note is a half note and a quarter note, but we've got an 8th note here. That ain't gonna work. And if I did quarter note with 2 8th notes, it's still not gonna come out to the same thing. That's basically 3/4 notes when we need less than that. So that it has to be notated like this as far as I can tell. So let's keep going. Let me check the make sure everything's looking all right. Okay, no other comments. Still got 2 people watching. Thank you guys for watching so much. I know this is probably the boring part, but I would like to get through this, and hopefully we'll be done very soon. All right, so and 1, 2, 3, and okay, so this should be another 8th note, but actually that's going to be here, 5. This needs a beat because I got to add something else to it. this needs to take up the rest of that. So that's going to be okay, so that's got to go all the way to the next beat. An eighth note, kind of right here is where it's going to come. So the eighth note before it picks back up. So I need, let's see, is that a dotted? Actually, let's not do that. Let's add, see if this will do it now. We're going to add there. So we're going to add that for, tie that into that one. Maybe put another rest there on the next one. See if that works. Okay. Then we're going to do that big shift from the 5 to the 7. 5. And this is going to come just a second after that. Actually, no. Okay, I'm getting there. 7. That's quick. There you go. Three, right? Yeah, not bad. Okay, it's going to come in on N. That slide again. It's going to be probably another quarter note. That's going to be slide. I know this is going to be completely butchered timing, but I'm just getting all the notation there first. Let's go back to the main song and listen to that beat. Somewhere around here, we're going to put two beats, paste those. And also another beat, because we got to have the 5s leading from those. That's a slide. Actually, this is not a slide. This is a slide from that, though. That's a slide. It's also a tie. Because we hesitate before we do the slide. So this is not going to be dotted anymore. It may in fact be an eighth note. And it looks like it is. All right. Da 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 da. Ba da da da. That's a. Yes. It's coming together, folks. It's coming together. Going to say that. Da da da. Probably going to be another. That. Da, 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 da. And then we got the really quick run. 5/7. That's probably Grayson over there. That's a better. Nope. Okay, that's right. And that's probably another right there. Oops, that should be the 7 there. You know what? I think that needs to be 7 here. Tie that to there. There we go. Ding, ding. Let me make sure those hammer-ons are right in the actual solo. Da, 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 da. That's not a hammer-on there. Dee, dee, da, 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 da. Okay. Oops. That should be an 8. No. That's 9. Oops. That should be next bar. What's going on here? Hmm. This is starting to get a little weird. Wonder if I shouldn't carry that one over after all. It may be because of that. That's I think it's was okay. Ready to go. I had it. Grace note. Where's my metronome at? That's right. And that's right. So timing wise, something in here is not matching up. There we go. Ba-da. Got it. Ba-da-da. Ba-da. That's an accented note. Ba-da-da. Okay, so that comes over to the next thing, I think. And that's going to have to come over the next one because that makes sense there. What is that? That's an 8. Oops. See if that's long enough. Insert the beat. Maybe staccato there. That should be staccato too. That's staccato as well. That's matching up nicely. Let's make that a 9 as well. Tie that. Probably might be that. One, two, and. So this would be and here. Boom. Staccato. This will actually ring out, so I'm going to let it ring. Okay. Maybe not staccato. That's probably that. Dun. Yee. That becomes weird there. See if I can. Nope. How are we doing, viewers? Or do we have any? We got 3. Okay. Don't know who you are, Colonel, but I don't praise Satan, so sorry, buddy. Gonna have to put you in timeout. Sorry, buddy, we don't praise Satan on this channel. Praise the Lord, all right? Future use. I am live, though, yes. Thanks for watching. And I'm almost done tabbing this solo, so that makes me happy. Bump, bump, bump. Maybe I don't need the dots there. Well, okay, that'll make that work. That looks like they might be tied here. Let's Let's add the next portion. We'll see. Bum, bum, bum. So that's what I need my guitar for. So we got so that's 5 and 4. 5 and 4. 4 and 2. 2 and 0. All right. I think that does need to be tied. So I'm going to insert a beat. Add that 6 and 7 again. And that should be probably tied as a 16th note. Maybe not. Maybe a full 8th note. These should all be staccato. And these are all quarter notes again. 1, 2, 3. Aha. That's ringing because that's not staccato. It needs to be staccato as well. It can't be. I can't make it staccato. That's not good. And then we have an 8th here. Boom. Da-da. And that's going to be longer. That might not need to be staccato. Okay, so let's fill that in with the rests. And it says it needs to be dotted quarter note here. So what I could do is take the dot off, make that a rest, tie that together. So that would be, I don't even need that. Make that this, and that should work. Folks, I think I got it, which is awesome. Awesome gosh. All right, so now what we're going to do is kind of line this up, make it look pretty. All right. Probably try to get it as even as possible. I do apologize for the audio not working correctly like it should. I've got to get that fixed and figure out what's going on with that. That's a big hassle to deal with, I know. This is going to be extended, and that's going to be right in the middle. How's that? I usually like to end like that. All right, guys, let's listen to it all the way. We'll turn this up so you guys can hear it too. What do you think? I believe we nailed it, folks. That is awesome. And now I'll just save it. I'll export it later, and we will get back to working where this tab will be live for everybody to download and purchase. Probably only be like, I don't know, $1.99 or something like that. I don't know, something cheap. So you guys can get to work on learning a new song in D. So that is it for me. This has been kind of a long live stream. I do apologize for technical difficulties that I've had and for sound issues as well. So, but thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I appreciate everything you guys help me do here on the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends. Let everybody know about this channel. If you're new to this channel, thank you for watching. And I do videos like this quite often. I do electric guitar videos, acoustic guitar videos. Very rarely anymore do I do, behind the scenes screen capture videos, because it just takes a while and it takes even longer to edit. So that's something I would probably do like on a live stream thing. Gear demos, all kinds of stuff like that. If you just check out my playlists and check out the other videos and just kind of scroll through, you get an idea of what we do here. I do have tons of bluegrass guitar lesson videos for you to absorb and consume and learn. And so thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. We're going to call it a day for now and get on to other things. And be looking at the links below for the tabs to this. Those will be available soon. I will upload those shortly after I end this broadcast. So if nothing else to be said, please check out my Instagram as well, ericbeatty.com/Instagram. You can find me over there. I am under the username @TheEricBeatty. I upload content to there, try to daily. It doesn't always happen, but a lot more than I do on YouTube. It's just a little bit less hassle. It's a little easier to kind of interact with people. And right now it's mostly electric guitar stuff, but it will be acoustic here and there. I'll do some video notifications. Like for this video, I'll notify people on Instagram about it. But check that out for more guitar content as well. And we'll see you guys on the next live stream or the next video, whatever that may be. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out the new single, Dear Preacher Man, available just about everywhere. Just look it up. And there's also a link below that you can listen to it as well. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video. God bless, and keep creating.